If you ever thought about going to therapy but you're not quite sure, here's my story. Maybe it can help you out. Part 2, daddy issues. Let's get right into it.
'Cause I got issues, but you got them too. So give them all to me and I'll give mine to you.
So I didn't think I had daddy issues until I went to therapy. So from the beginning of my therapy sessions, when I first couple of weeks, or maybe the first week or so into therapy, she asked me about my relationship with my parents. And I told her, yeah, I have a very close relationship with my mother and my father. We talk every now and then, nothing too serious. He wasn't present growing up in my life, so, I don't think there's no issues there. You can't miss what you don't have, right? She kind of left it alone, but throughout my sessions, week after week, it slowly became clear to her and also myself that I may have daddy issues. It was one particular day that my sister had mentioned his name, and I just recognized how my body tensed up and how it made me feel inside. It was my body language. It was the whole attitude, the whole hunching the shoulders, rolling the eyes, smacking my lips like, what he wants.
World, stop. Carry on.
And this video is not to bash my father or anything like that, but this is to bring awareness to the situation of daddy issues or mommy issues or any kind of issues, wherever you can relate to this message. I truly believe that if you do not deal with the situation at hand, with your past, definitely your past, it all starts with your past. As kids, we become real resilient. We just take on it all and just deal, or really not deal with the situation, and grow up and it affects us. I was like, yeah, I may need to discuss this in therapy. I might need to tell her about this. And I did. And so she asked me, what was the next step? Did I want a relationship with him? How did I feel about if it wasn't going to be a relationship with him? Thought about it for probably about a week, and I just decided to write him a letter. When I got those feelings.
Trap, money, penny. This shit got me in my feelings.
I asked myself 3 questions. Why am I feeling this way? What triggered it? And do I need to address it? I write this letter, and first it was to just release the pain that I had as a little girl. Young Tiffany Brodie talking to my father at an adult age, because it was still that little girl inside of me that needed that daddy's love, that yearned for that father figure in their life. I sat on it for months, because the first letter was not so good. It was like harsh, evil, mean. And then I just stopped. And then I rewrote it again. And I just got straight to the point. I just got straight to the point of why I was writing him, how I felt. And I needed that to release that energy, to let or load off. And I will share with you guys just a little bit of what I wrote to him. Hey Dad, I'm writing you this letter to let you know where I'm at in life. I've been in therapy for the last few months now. In therapy, I had to face some hard truths, things from my past. These things explain why I handle and act a certain way to different situations. My biggest difficulties and pain comes from you. Growing up, you weren't there for me. You didn't handle your responsibility as a father. I can only assume that came from your addiction or upbringing. You never taught me much of anything. You didn't teach me or show me how a man was supposed to treat or love a woman. You didn't teach me how to drive, change a tire, amongst other things. I had to learn all of these things from my mother or on my own. I always wondered what life would be like if only you were there for me. That's just a little bit of what I wrote. So it wasn't long, but it pretty much got to the point of like where all of this resentment was. I'm just throwing out examples from me and my personal situation in my life that made me discover or feel like I had to go to therapy. I just want to bring awareness to the situation and ask that if you ever feeling this way, if you're going through depression or, like I said before, life situation and it just gets you down, you have really got to take responsibility of your life. Take responsibility of your life. Get help. So much help out here nowadays is ridiculous. You have seminars, you have books, you have people on YouTube talking about it. You have people on live talking about it. Talk to somebody. Do your work. This is just the beginning. The beginning is facing that you need help. Going to therapy and talk about your feelings. It's not about that. They give you the tools that you need to make yourself happier, to give you a better life. And you have to do all the rest. Nobody's going to sit there and write a letter to your father for you. Nobody's going to tell that person no for you. Only you. You are responsible for your life. You do not have to be stuck. You don't have to be that person that you don't like. Love yourself. Take that energy and get yourself together so that you can be a better person for you, for your loved ones, for your kids, for your family, but overall for you. So next video is going to be part 3, therapy session dating, because I truly believe that if you don't handle your daddy or mommy issues along with everything else, all the other issues inside, you can't fully have a successful relationship. If you're not happy in the inside and you're not where you need to be, you're going to always attract something that you don't want to deal with. So stay tuned. We're doing part 3 and it's going to be about dating. If you have any questions, leave a comment at the bottom. Subscribe, share, like, inbox me, ask me questions. I just want to help. All right. Love you guys.
'Cause I got issues, but you got them too. So give them